the jungle that is my polytunnel. It's a drizzly wet day outside today, so I'm very happy to be in here. There's not much needs doing. Give everything a good water, snap a few side shoots off the tomato plants, and I've noticed some yellowing leaves on a few of my melons, so I'm going to cut those off as well today. So let's take a look round and see what needs doing. Another job today is checking on the tomato plants and taking out these little armpit shoots. So I'm just going to snap this off if I can. There we go. So we've got them back up a bit. We've got the main stem running up here, and then a leaf coming off of it, and in that armpit spot there's a whole new little branch. So just snap that off. Lots of lovely little cherry tomatoes developing. This is a very long truss. This particular tomato plant was a volunteer for me this year. It's doing very nicely and has several trusses of fruits. Looking good. Oh, I'm passing. Absolutely gorgeous dahlia. Now this is still in a large pot. Oof. It never got as far as getting planted out. It's doing really nicely though. We've had 3 lovely flowers so far. I've picked one. I'm going to take it in the house and pop it in a vase. There we go. I harvested 3 cucumbers the other day and harvested 2 more this morning. So this morning's cucumbers will be going into the local community fridge. I see this cucumber plant is starting to show yellow around the edges of its leaves. This is a sign the plant is short in potassium. Needs a good watering. We're going to give it a feed today. Just a standard tomato feed should do it nicely. Last week's little baby gherkin is fattening up nicely. It is still the only one on this plant though. This one's never going to amount to anything. Obviously didn't get pollinated, it's going all yellow, so that'll drop off. There is another baby with a flower up here. So maybe I'll see if I can find a male flower and get this female pollinated. And my newly planted winter brassicas are coming along nicely as well. The shallots I repotted from outside the other week are actually starting to show some decent signs of growth. Well, some of them are. We seem to be about 50-50. Some are just sitting there looking very dormant, and some are shooting up some nice new fresh green shoots. These particular melon plants are in large size pots, sitting in a watering tray, so they can't get their roots down into the soil. I've got so many plants planted, there just isn't room. I've noticed some of their bottom leaves are looking a bit pale and yellowy. So although they are getting fed tomato food, I'm going to cut these pale yellowy leaves off the bottom just to tidy up the plants, because the tops of the plants are still looking lush and green and healthy. And they have got the odd melon on them as well. So on my hanging melon wire trellis, I've got this lovely little melon. We go around the corner. Oh, there we go. There's another one here. And, oh, where are we? Where's my hand? There, oh, a tiny one here. Where are we? Down here. Oh, this is a nice one. And around the other side of here was my first Minnesota midget that's had a bit more damage because I didn't put it in a bag. So it had its original peck marks and damage, and now some more. So I'm not going to bother bagging this one up, though I have lifted it off the ground and popped it in the pot. Not sure how much difference that will make. The tops of the plants are lovely and green and healthy. Just those few bottom leaves over there that are a bit yellow. So with these melons that I've got still in pots, looking out for any leaves that are looking a bit sad and tired. And I'm just going to cut them back to the plant. Oh, if I can, there we go. You might want some gloves, they're a little bit prickly. This is very pale, take that out. So a whole basket full of yellowing leaves off of these melons. The remaining plants are still looking really healthy. Let's see if I can get that up there. Gonna stay? No. So having cut these leaves off lets a greater airflow around the plants, gets rid of all these dying leaves that aren't doing the plant any benefit, and will hopefully help reduce any chances of mould or disease getting in, because I won't have all this dying material hanging around at the bottom of my plants. My two largest melons, these EMEA F1s, I've noticed are slowly, oh, it's actually touching the floor now. The stem they're hanging on by, I can't get those leaves out of the way, there we go. So the stem they're hanging onto the plant with here has slowly been getting longer and longer as the plant stretches its melon down to the ground. I haven't given them any support. They're sitting in net bags just to protect them from birds and insects and slugs and snails that might want to take a munch. But these net bags are not supporting the weight of the fruit. But gradually the melon plant has been lowering them down to the ground. So now they're sitting both side by side. Oh, this one at the back, can you see? There's so many leaves in the way. Let's bring you around and see if you can see better. Deep in this forest of leaves, I have my two largest melons, an EMEA F1. Now, although they're in net bags, these net bags are not taking the weight of the fruit. They're just protecting them from attack. Birds, slugs, snails, anything else that wants to have a munch. I've noticed the connecting stem they're hanging on to is slowly stretching. Oh, too many leaves in the way. Slowly stretching and getting longer and longer. So here's where it joins the plant, and it started up here as a little melon, and gradually this stem it's attached to is elongating. So it's now a good foot long. The melon itself, this one's almost touching the floor, and its little friend here is sitting, resting on the ground. I think it will continue to stretch until this melon rolls over and lies on its side. Be interesting to see what happens. Here's my third large melon. This is an ananas, which I've noticed today is developing some texture on its outer skin. It started quite smooth like this, but now it's getting bigger. It's got this slightly crazed pattern appearing on the outer skin. Oh my goodness, just spotted a cucumber I missed on the opposite side of this trellis. There's a big swinging cucumber. get that one picked. Oh, and I can see a little melon. I'll work my way over, and just down there is a baby melon. Yay! My sweet corn plants are starting to look ready. I did actually harvest a sweet corn cob 2 days ago, I think, and very nice it was too. You can never be sure what's going to be inside these cobs until you tear them open. So I'm going to harvest a couple of these today as well. Let's see what we've got inside. Now this actually feels quite skinny and narrow. What I'm looking for is for these tassely bits to have gone all brown and crispy, which indicates to me that this sweet corn is probably ready to eat. Watching my feet, melon plants all over the floor. So let's see if there's anything inside. Strip it open as quickly as I can. Not always the fastest job. Got my basket of rubbish. I'm breaking the top. No. So many layers. There we go. Oh, this is underripe. We're not ready yet. Should have left this on the plant. Never mind, I'm still going to eat it. I'll chop it up and chuck it in a stir fry. Now this cob appears to be a lot fatter. So I'm going to start peeling it off while it's still attached to the plant. That way, if it's not ready yet, I can just push the leafy bits back and leave it. So this is what I'm looking for when I'm harvesting the cucumbers, not cucumbers, when I'm harvesting the sweet corn, is this dry crispiness to the tassels at the top. Are we still in shot? Yes, see this one's still very fleshy and green. So I want this nice dry crispy tassels. Indicates this corn should hopefully be ready. Now as I'm not certain, I'm just going to peel back some of the husk while it's still attached to the plant. We can take a look inside. Yes, that is ready. So I'm going to take this off. So this sweet corn is lovely. If I can get in, so many layers of husk. So crazily today I've actually harvested 5 cucumbers from my 2 cucumber plants. I have 2.5 cucumbers sitting on the kitchen worktop ready to be eaten over the next couple of days. So these can go into the community fridge and hopefully someone else will be able to make good use of them. I've also harvested 2 sweet corn cobs today, one that is lovely, perfect and ready, and this one definitely wasn't. It has been pollinated, they're all fattening up. It's just not ripened to this lovely yellow yet and needs a bit more fattening. But even at this underripe stage, it'll be perfectly good. The whole thing chopped up and thrown into a stir fry, or even just eaten as it is, which I just might do. Nice. A large amount of my fruit and veg never makes it out of the garden. I pick it off the plant and eat it where I am. Nice.
If you've enjoyed today's video, click that like button and let me know. Click subscribe and YouTube will make sure you see my next video. Bye for now and thanks for watching. And remember, whatever you're doing, have fun doing it.